Hi. I wanted to talk a little bit about mental health, and I had a meeting with a company on Monday with regards to my blog. And what the company does is, or is planning to do, is to provide, let me just mute everything, is to provide counselling to people via Skype with qualified counsellors and psychotherapists and that kind of thing. And they want to, they possibly work with me. I might try this out and vlog about it or blog about it, and see how it goes. I think the meeting went really well, and I think it's quite a clever idea, because from my experience of when I've gone to see a counsellor, I think the last time I did it was a couple of years ago, and it was Talk Plus, and it takes a long time to get on the waiting list, and then you get an appointment, and it's quite hard to change the appointments. You've got to arrange everything around work, which is not so much of an issue for me anymore now that I work for myself and I work from home. But when I was working full-time in an office, I found it quite hard, because you've got to tell your employer what you're going for these appointments for, particularly if it's something that's going to be ongoing. And it's a lot of time out at the office, and there's all that guilt that goes along with that. So I'm quite looking forward to working with these people. The other thing I wanted to talk about is why I do these videos. I'd like some of them to be positive and happy. The feedback that I've had is that the ones that are rather emotional are hard to watch. I've also had concerns from friends and some family members that, and from strangers, the concern being, well, why do you have to put it online? Why do you, it's hard to watch. Some people said that apparently they couldn't watch it to the end. It's upsetting. I guess the point of it is that, yes, it is upsetting, and it's hard, because it's hard to go through it, comparing being able to watch it to having to go through it. And I guess that's why I want it out there, so that people don't feel quite so alone, and they can, hopefully I'm going to try and take some of that advice, and when I am feeling good, to do more video wise and also writing wise, so that people can see it's not all bad, because it isn't. The last Tuesday was the bad day last week, but since then everything's been pretty good. The only thing that I've experienced that was hard was, I think it was Thursday or Friday, just a real lull in energy, but my mood was fine. So I just took it easy, and tried to sort of give myself the advice that I think someone else would give me, which was, if you can't do so much, just don't do so much. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, because tomorrow you'll probably feel better. So I'm going to keep doing these, even though some people might not like it, might find it hard to watch. And if you don't, and if it upsets you, then don't watch it. It's absolutely fine. The other thing I wanted to talk about was mental health in the workplace, because that was part of what we discussed in the meeting with this company that does the counselling online. I think it's a great idea, and I definitely am quite interested in trying it out and letting people know how it goes. But also, I found it very hard when I was going through depressive periods, because everyone expects you to put on a smiley, happy face, even if things are not going so well. And some people are very good at doing that, and very good at compartmentalizing everything and keeping your emotions in check. I've never been very good at it. I don't know if it's my genes. I don't know if it's that I'm just not that kind of person. But I can't put on an I'm fine, happy face when I'm not. And I just used to spend a lot of time crying in the toilet, and then I'd feel bad because I'd been crying in the toilet, and I thought people would notice, and they did notice, because you come out and your eyes are red and you try splashing water on your face and it doesn't work, and then you feel more self-conscious because you think other people are looking at you or thinking things about you. I know everyone can't do this, but I work from home now and it's not such of an issue. The kind of work that I do, I can do less on a day if I'm feeling particularly bad, but generally the work isn't a problem. I can still carry on working unless my concentration levels are so bad that I really struggle. But I'm still at my desk. I might just not be my best, most productive self. And actually I've been honest with my client that I work with about, on that day, about how I was feeling, and I just caught up with things the next day, and he was understanding, and it was fine. Didn't obviously go into huge amounts of detail, but I was fairly honest. So, I think employers need to have a little bit more understanding that mental health is a physical condition. It's a condition of the brain. Well, not a condition. Mental health isn't a condition. But, something like depression or bipolar or whatever other issues people might be experiencing. And they need to have a little bit more understanding, maybe a bit more flexibility. And I think it's quite important to get things out there. So, so that's why I'm going to carry on. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. Okay, bye.